Good morning, guys. It's just after 5:30, and we're going through, and once again, we're fulfilling some orders. One of the biggest things that we get questions on is pricing on buying bulk material. Now, we've been getting this a lot lately in different sheets, different substrates. Of course, it's pretty much endless. We do have now water slide material now in stock. So again, if you need it in white, if you need it in clear, we have that. We also have clear vinyl. On top of the clear, we also have glossy and matte. We also have standard version of laminate, which is not nearly as durable in the sense of environmental exposure for outdoor use. If you're doing just indoor projects, you've got that. And then, of course, you also got your outdoor laminate, which would be our 3M8518, which is commercial grade laminate used typically by NASCAR and also used for vehicle wraps. Right now, the Epson P7000 shirt color is laying down some ink on some orders. And to cover in detail just how profitable vinyl is, when you're looking at a sheet like you're seeing now, this is our glossy, and it's a 13 by 23 inch sheet. And you're looking at how this printer is actually laying down all of our ink. We're going to get roughly, I believe on this sheet, what do we got? I believe we've got about 20 images on this sheet. When it's all done, okay, depending on the sets you sell, depending on the laminate you choose, it's virtually impossible for you to buy a sheet this size and not at least, I would say, quadruple your actual investment. Now, a lot of people don't look at what they're actually spending in terms of time to get that ROI back. The printer is essentially doing the work once you understand how to use your equipment, once the ICC profiles are set up. When we talk about graphic arts being one of the most profitable industries, regardless of pandemic or whatever actual occurrence is happening in the economy, you cannot negate the fact that graphics are used everywhere, and not just, once again, superficially for, decorating or whatnot. A lot of our orders are done through actual companies that require labeling. So again, staying up with that and understanding how profitable just doing that can be, it's truly amazing. You can see here we're right now laying down some Super Tigers. We got some Cub logos. And remember, the biggest thing to look at too when we're looking at income is also looking at custom work. A lot of our work, I would say about 85%, is custom work. My art is generally used throughout, but I always get modifications. Can you make it bigger? Can you make it longer? Change the width, add a border, add drop fonts. Whatever you want to do, you can naturally do. The big thing here is having the substrates and the availability to do it. A lot of people are thinking that they require, eco-solvent printers to actually acquire graphics that are an industry standard for external use, and that's just not the case anymore with what we've seen with Inkjet in the last couple of years. Once again, using the proper laminate, you can get basically the same durability. And what's really interesting, and I've always argued this point, is that eco-solvent printers, 98% of end users using them are still using an overlaminate. They're not just using, or at least I'll say it this way, the ones that believe in making the graphic as durable as possible are using an overlaminate. And there's a good reason, because again, adding a second layer with UV protection, with the enhanced protection for abrasiveness, is going to take it to a whole new level. And you can see what we're doing right now. We're finishing them Super Tigers, and we're going all the way through. We've got our Cubs coming in on the bottom. You can see on the material how smooth that laid down. And again, I mean, if you look at the eBay feedback, and eBay is one of the true remarkable venues to sell where you still actually get honest reviews, because I feel Amazon sometimes we know can be manipulated. You can see this material is the real deal. I mean, if you're using it properly, you're understanding your printer, your ICC profiles for your color gamut, there's virtually nothing you can't do as far as what you want to apply on. We get a lot of orders as well on vehicle graphics, and those are always custom jobs where, again, that's a lot of ROI based on the sheet size. And what's really interesting with those jobs is what substrates we recommend, and really it's understanding those substrates and understanding how to combine that substrate with the laminate, and that'll give you your finished product that, again, your clients are going to just go crazy over. So again, Looking at this and seeing this, you can see all the graphics coming down. Now, once again, it's a 13 by 23 inch sheet. Most printers out there that are the general considered wide format, where entry-level wide format, you don't have to have this 24-inch monster, but again, most of them out there are going to be able to handle a 13 by 23 inch sheet. So you can be just as profitable with this. Now again, the quality of the inks you're using, if you're using an Epson, you're definitely going to get the color gamut, you're going to get the durability. If you're using a Canon, you're going to get the color gamut, the durability, Hewlett Packard, all the top brands, you're going to get that same effect. The big thing here is learning the printer and really understanding, you know, how much ink you really want to stay with as far as staying with OEM versions. We get a lot of questions on using aftermarket ink, and it's typically not the best solution in the long run, and especially if you're doing it for production purposes where we're manufacturing for profit, you're going to find that if you stay OEM, you're typically going to get a lot more durable product. Now, when I say durable, I mean in terms of consistency. That's something that a lot of these smaller venues that are offering refillable inks, they're cutting out the middleman, that's true, and they're doing all of the bottling typically themselves, but if there's any type of inconsistency, you're going to see it, and you certainly don't want to have that affect your business. So again, looking at this from this perspective, you can see just how smooth. We got our Rattle and Rita's, really cool nose art, Strawberry Kisses, she's coming out right now. Once again, I'll just pan the camera so you can see how that substrate performs. She's finishing up. And again, it gives you guys a really great idea. You can see all the graphics on this sheet. And again, depending on sheet size, depending upon what you're producing, yeah, you're going to spend the money on the substrate, but to make it back, anyone will tell you, if you've been in the industry any length of time just doing the pricing, just take out the pricing, look on eBay, it's some of the cheapest graphics distributed by online sellers, and you're going to find out real quick when you're making this type of product, it's very, very simple to make very good money. As long as you have the marketing ability and understand online sales, you will not have any problems whatsoever. Once again, we look forward to serving you, and if you have any questions, please don't be afraid to message Joanna and I at CG Vinyl Studio. Once again, I'm Vince, and Joanna will be there to answer any questions you get, whether it be bulk substrate, roll substrate, what type of substrate for what application, using different clear coats if required for liquid application, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. The link to the store, the eBay store, will be in the video description below, as well as direct contact email. So again, we try to make ourselves available as much as possible for you guys. Thank you all for your support. Take care.